unlaying, a student asked me, do I have a step-by-step in my piano book? And I was thinking, oh, step-by-step is a bit, yeah. In the music, I think there is no step-by-step because we have to play it at once. The rhythm is there, the phrases are there. Yeah, so the music is always complete, always one thing. But his question made me think. And I think if I really have to make the step by step, one of the possible things is probably to teach scales. And you know, major scale, minor scales, but there is a very nice scale. It's called the pentatonic scale. Can you see it? That the piano key, the graphic of the piano keyboard is amazing. Because when we play the black key, we have a pentatonic instrument. And then so we can just play, improvise on it. It's really a valid instrument by itself, only by playing the black key. But the white keys, it's also, you see, it's very easy to remember actually if we know it. So, like the name of the notes, around the, here's a C, D, E, it's around the two black keys. And then G and A, that's around, yeah, you see it. So if you see it and then you picture it in your mind, and then you can, yeah, we can improvise with it and know the names of the notes easier. I hope, yeah. And I know, I get that idea actually from this book. Because actually I didn't really want to use this book anymore, but because a student wanted to use it, because her brother is using it, and I came across this beautiful piece. It's actually 4 black keys. But now, if we know that the white keys are, there are so many white keys, but if we concentrate on the keys between the black keys, the 3 black keys, there is the G, A, G and A, or Sol, La. And then here is Do, Re, Mi, or C, D, E, C, D, E. And then we can probably Re, Do, La, Sol, Re, Do, La, Sol, La, Do. So, get to know the name of the notes if you are new and you think, hey, which one is C, D, E? Make sure you see it from the black keys, because it's very clear. Around the 2 black keys, that's the C, D, E, Do, Re, Mi. And then around the 3 black keys, there's a G, A. So you don't need to count. Oh, which one is K, which one is A, yeah? So G, A, G, Do, where's A? Oh, you know it. A, G, A. So that's why I think. Hey, and in this book, many songs are also with this 5 key. Very nice song. But also, for instance, Amazing Grace, I think it's also. Yeah, I'm just aware of it because I was thinking about what songs. Hey, it's Amazing Grace also. Okay, so that's about the pentatonic. And by the way, the F pentatonic and G pentatonic, it's also, if you try to visualize it here, it's very, so the F, is around the pentatonic on the black keys. Oh, I hope I'm clear about it. But, hey, wie is dat daar? Oh, ik krijg steeds een e-mailtje. Hey, okay. Hey, so explore pentatonic scales. So the pentatonic in C, pentatonic in F, pentatonic in G, they are in the white keys, witte toetsen, white keys. And then pentatonic on the black keys. Yeah, you can just play. It's like, my favorite is like the wind chime. Wow, that. Okay. Hey. Pianissimo series, I use this more and more now, because in 3 books we have a lot of possible things, possible pieces from the Baroque period until quite recently. And then it's in three books, 3 difficult levels, let's say. Hey, why I want to talk about the Andante of the Sonatina, in Clementi Sonatina now, that's because yesterday a father told me that, hey, a father told me that his daughter, and that's my student, she found this piece, which she is now studying, a bit difficult. But it is difficult. It is difficult. I used to find it very difficult. It is the Andante from this Sonatina. Sonatina. It's very nice Sonatina. And then she already played this part. The first part and the third part. Is that it is this. Yeah? And then now she's learning the second part. And then yesterday I heard from the father that she found it so difficult. But she already played the first part. The first part of the second movement. I remember I used to find it so difficult because how to play quietly And it's really just about you and the instrument, just you and the piano. To make that to make the piano singing. She already practiced until here. And then the next part is the middle part. Yeah, this one, it's like there are many of the classical symphonies or orchestras. When they play like this, it's like two instruments, two wind instruments, like oboes and flute or something like that. Or a duet, it's something like a duet. And now it's like talking. And then the first part is coming again. So sometimes like pedal fingers can also help, like this one. So you stay there, then you have like a pedal finger, you call it. To have like a more sound. Yeah, and then the middle part, yeah, indeed. And left hand is like the shallow parts, really speaking. Speaking to each other. Yeah, I remember why I used to think it is so difficult, because I thought, why is it so boring? Because it is difficult to like make a nice tone, but just try to sing, and then the different sounds. It's like in an orchestra, it's also different instrument. So for instance, the one line, and then the cello is coming. So actually we have two instruments, and now right hand play two instruments. So if you think that there are many instruments here in this very soft, slow, quite slow piece, then probably you'll see the interesting part to play, to work on. This is a very nice piece. And then if she already finishes it, study this, then she can play 3 parts or complete 3 movements of the whole Sonatina. That's nice. Hey. And C'est La Vie. C'est La Vie. Some time ago, a student wanted to play this song because Claude, Claude is the singer. He was representing Dutch in the Eurovision Song Festival, so this becomes so very popular. And then he wanted to play this, and then when I heard it for the first time, I thought, oh, it's so lot of noise, and I didn't really like it. But it was okay. Yeah, it needed some time to like a piece, I think. And then I thought, why not? Because he also needs a piece to study. And then I suggested that he bought sheet music, and then he started, because people make such sheet music. So if you want to play something, you can just buy a sheet music. And then I noticed he didn't even look at the sheet music, because when you are learning to play piano, you can learn it to play with reading music sheet, or by ear, or by rote, they call it. By rote means actually imitating something, imitating someone, imitating YouTube, or imitating the teacher, which is one way to do it. But I always like to teach my students to read music, because there is a lot of nice music written, so it is worth investing. It's worth investing in learning to read music. Hey, and then so I started to like it more, and he learned it, and then other students also, because it's a popular song. And then I think I will put this song also in my book. And I noticed, actually we can make it very simple, write it in a very simple way. So, like this, I decided to write the refrain in F for every beat. 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other ones, it is probably easier to write it when the beat is for every half note. Then it's bam 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 bam. So because it's visually nice to see, it's spacey, so not crowded with notes. So now it's every half note. Da da ba do da. So the sheet music is looks very easy too. And then I also make the intro and the couplet. Compared to the sheet music my student has bought, it looks very easy. That's because I made an assumption that the student knows the piece. So, like for instance, and now low. I don't write down the inflection. So like because he also sing it in many different ways. So I just write it very simple. 1 and da da dum, di da di dum, bum bum bim bim dim, ding 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 ding. Pam 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 ti dum ding dum ding dum ding pam 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 dum dum pam 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 dum dum. So it looks very easy, but then if someone knows the song, he will play the loving. One, okay, and then two, and also at last counting for every half note. So for instance, like this, nobody will play da 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 ba 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 ba. Nobody will play that. Da 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 bum ba da ba bum ba da bum ba bum. Right? So that's why after actually this looks very simple because I've been thinking how to make this very simple. But yeah, that's quite an adventure in itself to write down music. But the idea is that the keyboard and the sheet music are actually so self-explanatory. It explains itself actually. That's what I'm trying to do in my book for the students. Hey, and then besides this easy to read C'est La Vie, I also make the lead sheet. Lead sheet. Hey, where's the lead sheet? Hey, where's my lead sheet? I also wrote the lead sheet. And the lead sheet I wrote it completely. Hey, by the way, C'est La Vie is nice. I think I like it more and more. I think it's nicer to play on the piano than to sing, especially when it's high. It's easier to play with the piano. Hey, okay, so let's have a look at the lead sheet, yeah? Music always have a structure, and then we study the whole structure, the whole form. So first is the intro, and then A1, that's a couplet 1, and B is the, is chorus, but then the C is also chorus, so that's why they call it pre-chorus and chorus, B, C. And then come the couplet 2 again, and then so by not writing down what the same, we can have only 2 pages at last. Hey, shall I play this now? Yeah. So the first is intro, and by the way, this lead sheet is looks as if more crowded because here when it's with the big notes, the unit is a half a note. Half a note is just is different with the quarter note. Quarter note is more it has more lines. That's why it's like more crowded. Hey, okay. So intro. Now, couplet 1, and the chord is there. B part. And then couplet 2. Sometimes it's love, sometimes. Okay. So important in the couplet 2, yeah, because there are many words. Make sure you get the first beat. C'est la vie, sometimes in love, sometimes easier love. And I say na 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 ba ba da. La melody, la melody. And then come the B again. And come the C again. And then the C again, but then higher. And part D, there's a bridge. And I will sing until it's over. And then echo. The B part comes again. B, and then the ending. C'est la vie. So make sure you know where the beat is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, c'est la vie. It has to be the first beat. Da, la, 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 la. Pam, param, pam, pam, param, pam. And I will sing. Okay. C'est la vie. Hey! Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you for the nice comment. Hey, okay. So, my students have this sheet music and you can try it. And why do I speak English? Yeah, because I have students who speak English and Dutch, and I think Dutch people speak good English. But actually, I like to speak Dutch more. Crazy, yeah? Hey, okay. Thank you for being here. I make this because I need to think out loud about making my book. And why do I want to make my book? Because I want the students to have something to do. Always have something to do. But is it the right? Is it true? When you have the books and then you have something to do? Well, apparently it's not always like that, because for every piece you need to study it. It needs time to get to know. Hey, okay then. I think that's it for now. Thank you for being here. Okay. Tada. Thank you for the nice comments there.